Hi, now we will continue with the UI of the game, like the score and the button and the menu and so on. So now we will create an image, but before the image we need to adjust the settings of the canvas so it will be responsive for all the screens of Mopel. So first we need to set the render mode to screen space to camera. Then the UI scale mode to scale with the screen size. That's good. Now in the image, I will set the image of the end menu here. I will reset the position. Make sure it's here, the middle. That's good. I'll make it larger a little bit. That's great. This is the end menu. Now we will add the text. I will set the size to 90, center, bold, make it larger like this. Then I will make smaller, so 0, I will set it to white. Then I will add a shadow. Set the alpha to full and make it lower a little bit. That's great. Now this is the end score. I will duplicate it, or sorry, before duplicate it I will set it in the right position here. I need to make smaller. Now I duplicate it with the best score or high score. I will create a new one with a score. Now this is the score in the middle of the screen. In the gameplay it keep adding 1 point for every pipes you fly through it. Let's see here. I think here is great, and the high score is here. It's very good. Let's organize the hierarchy. And window, as a child. Now we will add the button. I think we need the start button. That's good. Now we will remove the text of the button and call it start button, or resize it. That's good. We'll make it lower, and all of the menu. But before that I will add also an image for the middle. I will set a test middle here, make smaller. I think that's good. Now I will set it to, sorry, okay. Now we will set this here. Now we need to add an animation for the end menu. Before that, we need to set the start position of the end menu. It will be here. Then we need to moving like this, and here like smoother move. That's good. Let's give it a test. That's very good. Now in the animator tab, we need to create a new empty state. Set it as default, and we'll create a new parameter is show. Next transition, I will uncheck the loop time for the end menu. You can enter this setting by double click on the animating state. Okay, now we need to add the transition condition. Then I will uncheck the has exit time. That's good. Now if the game is playing, I'll check this, it won't show like this. That's good. Now we need to make this a little larger. Make it here, will be great. Okay, now for the game manager script, now we need to add the public sprite, which is an array of sprites, middles, then a private text, score text, then an end score text, and a high score text. Then we need to add a private integer score, and finally private image, middle image. So now in the start function, we need to add the score text will equal to game object to find score, duplicate it, and the score will equal to, and the score here, and the high score text will equal this high score. Now in the score plus function, set the score to plus plus, then score text will equal to score to string, and here we add a 00. So in the def function, we need to set the boolean of the animator that set boolean is show to true, then the time scale will equal to 0. Then I need to set scores function. I will assign it right now, and also to set middles. I will assign it to right now. Okay, in the set middles, if we score, we forget to add the middle image in the start function, so let's do it now. Equal to get or game object sorry, game object, find a middle, get component, image. That's good. So in the set middles function, if the score is lower than 10, then the middle image dot color will equal to new color 1 1 and 0, that make it transparent. Then else if score is higher or equal to 10 and lower than 20, we will set the middle image that sprite will equal middles 0. I will duplicate this. And if the score is between 20 and let's say 50, will give us the second middle, and that's the third middle. So here is the bronze, here is the silver, and here is the gold middle. That's great. Now in the set scores function, first we need to set the end score, which is it here, this score. The text will equal to score dot to string. We forgot to add something here. It's the dot text in the score plus function. We need to set the score text to text. Now integer best score. Now integer high score will equal player briefs dot get integer high score will the default value of it will equal 0. So if there's no value saved in the player briefs with the name of the high score, it will give us the 0, which is the default value. Now if the score is higher than the high score, in this condition we need to equal the value of the high score with the final score of yours. We need to set the value in the player briefs. That's the score, high score, and save it. And finally we will set the text of the high score. High score string. That's great. I think we finished here in the scripting. We have an error here. Let's check it out. We need to set the get component to text, because we are assigning here a text, so the text must equal a text, not a game object. Get component text. That's very good. Now we need to drag and drop some stuff in the game manager. I'll set it to 3. We need to add the middles sprites. So this is the bronze, this is the silver, and finally the gold one. I think we are good to go. Let's give it a test. let's hit. So the problem here is in the animator window. In the update mode, we need to set it to unscale time. So when the game time scale equal to 0, it doesn't affect the animation of the end window. And also we forget to add the start button. I think we needed to add it here. Public void start button. If the player hit this button, we need to set the time scale to 1 and scene manager dot that's great. Now we need to add the function in this button. That's good. Now the other problem is when the bird hit the pipe, it do not turn to the death sprite. So it's the same problem here. We need to set the update mode of the animator of the Flappy Bird to unscale time. And now we are good to go. Everything is working great. Okay guys, I think we are done here. Bye.